Everyone, and welcome to another video. So in this video I'm going to talk about this small tank or container that I set up for keeping 6 danios. At this point there are only 2 danios in this tank, but before adding more fish I wanted to see whether this will work or not. So it's been more than 6.5 months that I have set up this container, and so far I haven't lost a fish. The fish are healthy, they are eating well, they are swimming all around. There is no problem in this tank so far. So what I did for this tank is I bought this container for 20 rupees. This is a plastic transparent container. Basically there were some sweets and candies in this container. So I bought this container and cleaned this using some soap inside and outside. After that I filled the container with some fresh water. My water comes from a tube well, so I don't have to worry about chlorine, but if I lived in a city I would have used some water conditioner, but because my water comes from a tube well I don't have to worry about dechlorinating the water. Now after adding the water I set this container for about 1 month. For just 1 month. You don't have to do that, but you can do keep the aquarium running for about 1 week, and that should be plenty. But I really wanted to give my fishes the best chance of surviving, so I set this container for about 1 month. I set up a small filter. This is the Hana HN2835. I've already made a video about this filter, and the advantage of sponge filter over power heads is huge. One being they create very less amount of movement in the water, so they are ideal filters for keeping a betta fish. As you know that betta fish don't like very large movements of water, so a sponge filter is ideal for a betta fish. And as you can see in this tank, the water is not very turbulent and the fish are very easily able to swim. Now I went with the danios in this tank because the danios are very small fish. They have a very small bioload. Ideally you should keep at least 4 or 6 danios, but at this point there are only 2, and the reason behind that is because before adding more fish I wanted to see whether this setup will work or not. So for the past 6 months I haven't lost a fish. The fishes are healthy, they eat regularly, they swim all around. I haven't had any problem so far. I'm running the filtration using the Sobo 108 air pump, as you can see there, that I got for about 150 rupees from a local shop. I don't know about the pricing of this pump at this point of time, but I think it's a little more than 150 rupees. So I'm connected a air tube to the air pump, and that's coming inside the filter, connected to the sponge filter, and that way it's running the sponge filter and at the same time creating some agitation on top of the water to help in the exchange of gases. Eventually, because it's been more than 6 months now, I feel confident that I can add at least 4 more fish in this tank, and I can easily take care of this tank without any problem. Talking about the water changes, I do water change alternate days, and I do about 20% of water changes. What I do is I basically take a plastic glass, take out 1 glass of water, throw it about 3 glasses of water every alternate day, and then replenish the water using the tap water. As I've mentioned, I've got my water from a tube well, so I don't have to worry about dechlorinating the water. Now for the light, now as you can see, this light is available on the streets. Many sellers are selling this type of lights on the street. These are rechargeable, and you can charge these using the Nokia small pin connector, but I don't charge these. I'm basically running them directly off of the Nokia small pin connector, as you can see right there, and I've set the light at the minimum setting, and as you can see the minimum setting is plenty for this small size tank. So there we go. That's how I set this tank up. And the advantage of keeping the danios is that they are very small fish, very small bioload, and because they are a cold water living fish, they do not require a heater. So for small heaters it is very difficult to find a heater that can heat up a small container and maintain the temperature as well. So danios are a perfect choice for small containers. Eventually I will add 4 more fish in this tank, and when I will do that I will make a video about that. But don't hate on me just now, because I will be building a small tank for these fish. That's going to be about 1 feet by 1 feet by 1 feet, basically a cube size aquarium, and that will hold about 22 to 24 liters of water. By the way, at this point this is holding about 5 liters of water, and this is plenty. I've seen people keeping fish in very small containers. This is much better than keeping the fish in small containers. Not only that, I'm running a small sponge filter in that, and that filter is plenty for up to 30 liters of tank, and this is only 5 liters, so I don't have any problem with this tank. And that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you found this video helpful and liked this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.